Well, good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Excited to see you today. It is our Sunday Coffee with Conti show, and in this envelope, that's right, I've got the winning option. What option did I put on my 23 Corvette that I didn't have in my 2021? You got an opportunity to win some of those awesome prize packs that we showed you last week on the show. It was about, I want to reflect on a couple of things with you guys real quick, if I may. It was about 2.5 years ago. I wish it was lighter. I was in a setting kind of like this, over by a lake. I was sitting on a picnic table, and I just opened up to you guys about my first ever Corvette that I ordered. And I had a lot of people going, what, you've been in the business 26 years and you just got your first Corvette? Yeah, man, relax. I was a lifetime member of the National Corvette Museum, and I didn't even have a damn Corvette. Now, you want to talk about commitment to the brand. Come on, guys. But I think that's why a lot of people like to come to this channel, and they're curious about what I'm doing with the car, what's going on in the marketplace, because I'm very real and I'm very relatable. And a lot of the situations that I've went through, many of you guys have went through. So together, we have that greater appreciation for what this car really, truly means. So thank you so much for that support. It's called life, man. That's right. I got 4 kids, just wasn't able to make it happen. And it made my first one even more special than ever before. It was a car, as I sat on that picnic table, I was so methodical on that spec, and I told you guys, here's my intention for the car. I wanted to keep it forever. Let's face it, nothing's forever. I wanted to drive at least 100,000 miles on that 2021, and each option, I really thought it out carefully. My intention is, and why I picked what I picked here, I'm gonna drive the car virtually every single day. So I don't need Z51. There's really some value there. You're thinking about, okay, I'm gonna spend $8 grand on stuff I'm not gonna use, and I'm not gonna take the car to the track, because I just want the enjoyment of having the car and driving the car. And if I'd listened to my kid, we wouldn't be here today having this conversation, because as we came back from Spring Mountain, Brian's going, Dad, we can't do the things we did in Spring Mountain. You don't have the PTM setting, you don't have this. Okay, shut up. But I get it, he was right, okay? So once I had the car, what I intended to do with the car, totally, because of Spring Mountain, I think a lot, totally went out the window. Having that car, I thought, well, I'm going to drive it on nice days, and I just, want to do this, and I want to just be careful, and and I thought, that's no fun. The fun is driving the car. That's what I've always done on this channel for you guys, to inform you, to entertain you, and to encourage you to get out there and drive your car. By driving your car, I think then you have the true appreciation for Corvette. Let me just go back and talk about the delivery day of my first ever Corvette, my 2021, 2 years ago.
Congratulations, Rick. We're happy for you.
He's the same, we tell people, he's the same person you see on YouTube, he's the same person in person.
How do you feel about him getting his new car?
Well, I think we're all happy for Rick. I mean, he really puts it out there. And, Rick Corvette Conti not having a Corvette is like Santa without a beard.
You guys having a good time? Yeah! I am so honored that you're here. And why that you're here means the world to me.
Congratulations, Rick. You waited a long time for this. I think you deserve it.
One more time, yo, Corvette!
It is and always will be the most special day in my car career. First and foremost, I have to thank my wife. Let's face it, her and I are two totally different people. She wished I would have ordered Elkhart Lake Blue or Red Mist. And sometimes she doesn't understand the things that I do and why I do them. She'll just shake her head, but she allows me to be me, and I'm a very lucky guy. So yes, I have to thank my wife so very much. I have to thank a lot of people that haven't even done business with me, and many that have. At my send-off pat party 2 years ago, celebrating my first ever Corvette, I was touched that people came in from all over the country. The generosity that I received from you in so many different ways is beyond amazing and beyond words. I thank you all so very much for making that day more special than I thought it ever could be. It really was something cool. And because of so many of you folks, again, I really am a lucky guy, and I thank you so very much. I realize that there is no forever. I'm making every day count and having as much fun as I possibly can. Since I've gotten that car, I mean, think about the content that we've shared on this channel. I couldn't do half of what I've done with you guys in the last couple of years if I didn't have my car. And of course, over the years, I've had a demo. I've been real fortunate to take them to shows all across the country, and it was always the same conversation. Hey man, at the gas station, at the show, hey man, nice car. And I'd always have to say, thanks, it's not my car. I sell them, it's just a company car. Okay, yeah, cool. And I'd walk away going, oh my gosh, this sucks. And now it's so different because now when somebody says, hey man, nice car, I'm like, yeah man, thanks. You're freaking A, man. It feels so good. It really does. When I was a kid, yeah, I'm not going to go through all that life story with you guys, and it is quite a story, but I was in no position, I couldn't afford a gas tank to put in a Corvette. But I loved Corvettes. I love Ferraris, Lambos, Porsches, and now the C8 Corvette to me is kind of a little bit of all that together. You know what I mean? We talk about the car being an exotic appeal, an American exotic. Yeah, I think it's a little bit of all that, but it's still Corvette, and it's at its highest level that it's ever been, and it's really been just a great honor for me to own that car. And see what happens, guys, when I get out here in this relaxed environment. I just love talking to you guys and just want to share so much. Thank you for taking the time to listen. We got the contest announcement here in just a minute. Also the color, just because that was not part of the contest, but it was still, you know, a big guess, you know, what color did I get? And it's been fun content for the channel. That the car's generated content and conversation beyond what I ever thought that it could. It was funny, shortly after I had my first Corvette, it was a show at the dealership, and somebody walked up and they said, it's funny because we're talking about that now. They said, hey Rick, if you were to reorder your car, what would you change? Here's the reply.
So what would the one thing be that you would do different if you had to order your car all over again? And I know everybody's saying, Z51, Z51, you idiot, you're tracking your car. The one thing I don't have, because I got magnetic ride control, I don't have the PTM for the race modes that I had at Spring Mountain. So Z51 would be a consideration. And I know a lot of people, when you saw that goofy picture and I was going down that railroad track thing. Front lift, no, I wouldn't do front lift. The first thing, I'll give you three things. It would be either Z51, and it's just because I was cheap and I want to buy it for the way I'm looking for the cruising car, and I'm very happy with the way my car is. The other thing would probably be the carbon fiber trim inside. And then the third thing, I don't know if there actually would be a third thing, because I think I got pretty much everything else already on the car. 100% would do another convertible.
And you know what's funny? In the reply to that question is the answer to the very question of today's contest. What option did I get on my 23 that I didn't have on my 21? That answer is coming up in just a bit. Real quickly, so you understand my mentality on a color and what it means, because I'm a marketing guy. So what the color means to me, I consulted a psychotherapist and wanted to know, what does the color of a person's car say about their personality? Here's Chelsea. Okay guys, so you understand the significance and what the color of a car means, at least to me. I'm excited. On the phone is Chelsea, who is a psychotherapist. Chelsea, thank you for taking the time to talk with us and the audience today.
Of course, thank you.
How long have you been doing this psychotherapy?
I have been doing this for about 5 years.
Okay.
I started my work in the child welfare system and then moved right into private practice. And I probably will never leave that setting.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Knowing that somebody enjoys their job like that, especially in a challenging job, is really refreshing to hear. So keep up the good work for sure. Okay, so the question is, because everybody is dying to know what color I picked for my next Corvette, I ask of you in your profession, and elaborate if you will, what does the color of a person's car say about their personality?
Yeah, it's an interesting question, and I have thought a lot about that. And so my degree is in social work, and as a social worker, I consider myself a behaviorist. And so my study is of human behavior. And so as I've thought about this, and my husband, Brian, has had several different color cars, my thoughts are that the what I would call safer colors, black, white, gray, anything muted, maybe like a dark green, even sometimes kind of like a bronzy color. I think that those kinds of colors correlate to a personality where somebody plays it safe or is more like in control, likes to be in control.
Interesting.
And the more bold colors, blues, reds, yellows, green, like brighter greens, the orange. Oranges, if I could pick a Corvette color, that would be what I would pick.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. To me, says about the personality, freedom, or somebody who is more transparent in how they talk, has a bolder personality. For me, in my language, is what was up for me is authenticity, right? Somebody who's, I know what I like, I know what I want, and I'm going to go after that. Not afraid to live large.
So the brighter colors, you would also, I think it's safe to say, border on the line of flamboyancy, but also talks about the, outgoing, outward personality of a person with a color as such. Is that, am I right in that assumption?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. All right. Okay, that's good. All right, guys. Chelsea, thanks for talking with us. Great feedback. I appreciate that. Take a quick break. We'll come back and we'll see what kind of, you guys already know what kind of guy I am. I'm going to show you the color I got in my next car coming right up. Thanks again for joining us today on our Coffee with Conti show. I apologize. I am behind camera changing coats so I can reveal to you the color of the car that I ordered for my 2023, and it'll all make sense here in just a second. And that wasn't part of the contest, but it was still part of the conversation, guessing one of the 5 choices. I said white pearl anniversary was one of the choices, and I'll tell you what, guys, for the way I use my car, that probably would have been one of the cars I would have gotten, but with all that Alcantara, it was just such a delicate, beautiful interior. The way I drive my car, I would have destroyed that, and it just, that wouldn't work for me. And I don't think, based on the conversation we just had with Chelsea, that it fits my flamboyant, if you will, personality. Of course, I love the red with the all dipped red interior. Oh my God, the white with the all dipped red interior. And I got to tell you guys, it was literally probably 45 minutes before the ordering system was over that I was going to change my entire spec. My past customer, Scott in Virginia, screwed my head up while his car was sitting there waiting for him to pick up Elkhart Lake Blue with the all red dipped interior. If I was to reorder that car right now, that's what it would be. So with that, then you know what I chose. I like the new coat. I'm not going to change my wardrobe because I changed the car. I ordered Rapid Blue again, and my wife says, she goes, what the hell's wrong with you? Just, again, she doesn't understand me sometimes, but she supports me, and I do appreciate that. The whole reason that we ordered another car is for Z51 to have a more track-safe car for some of the events that I want to embark on and just get a little bit better and have more of that experience to share with you guys. And I'm encouraging a lot of you guys to get out and do some tracking and really enjoy your car. So I want to give you the right information, and that's really what Z51 was intended for. If you're going to do some tracking, to have all that gearing and the bigger brakes and the extra cooling, so and the performance tires that come in that package. So it's going to serve me well. And I just, as much as my very first spec I ordered for C8 was going to be a red on red car, and I told this story countless times, when Ryan and I went to Atlanta to see the debut of the C8R, in that building they had the Rapid Blue convertible with the tension blue interior, and I'm like, oh, what the look at that. It's like, yeah, I gotta get me some of that. I was like, yeah, man. I just, sometimes you see a color and it's just like, bam, it just hits you. It was so different. And blue is my favorite color. This jacket is hot, and it matches the freaking car perfectly. Hey, let's face it, we really have some coming, some jacked up colors for Corvette, but this Rapid Blue is different, and man, is it fun. I told you, some of the demo cars that I've driven over the years, I've never had the reaction that I get in my C8 Rapid Blue. To this day, it's almost every day anymore, especially when you're driving out of state, because there's a lot of area. Let me just say this real quick. When I went to Houston with Ryan and I, to Houston and back, besides the cars that were at Steven's shop, we didn't see one C8 on the road. So there's little pockets in the country that this car really gets people. There's people taking pictures of us all down the highway. But I've never had the reactions where people would say, wow, man, what is that? Is that a Lambo? Is that a Ferrari? Oh my God, oh, that's a Corvette? And boy, does that feel good. And it's even more special because it's my car. And just in the 2 short years I've had that car, people relate to me because of Rapid. I'm tied naturally to Rapid Blue, so I'm not giving up on the color just yet. Some of my future plans going forward, if you care, I just share it with you anyways. That's what happens when we get outside. We just start a yakking. I want to trade the car, like I said earlier, nothing's forever. I want to trade the car for what might be a 26, and long-term goal right now, if I could, and I can't, number one, if I could afford the car, that would be the first issue. And the bigger issue actually would be the availability of the car. Yeah, I'd freaking love to have a C8 Z06. And I didn't want to love that car as much as I do, but damn it. I really do, and I'm getting ready to drive it again soon. Real quick, let's just talk about that. The museum delivery for my car is set for March 14th on a Tuesday. We should be also doing the Z06 drive session after my delivery, which will be a shortened delivery at the National Corvette Museum because I know how to use the car. I don't know how much of all the dog and pony show we're going to be doing, but I want to be on webcam with you guys, and then I'm going to go outside underneath the canopy. And we're going to have some t-shirts and some posters of the car that we'll give away as long as we have supplies for those that are there, if you can join us on Tuesday, March 14th. So I'm excited about that. All right, guys, hang on 1 second if you would. Thanks for hanging with me on today's show. It really is an honor for me to be here and talk about this with you guys. And it's because of you guys that I'm able to do so. And I acknowledge that. I'm so appreciative, and I'm just having so much fun with this freaking car, more than I thought I ever would have, seriously. Thank you again, everybody, for giving me memories that really for the longest time were only dreams, and it's nice to see them come to reality. So I want to reveal the spec and some of the things I'm going to do immediately to the car. There's a laundry list of things we're going to do to this car. Yeah, we got to start all over, man, and we're going to have a lot of fun. And then I'll reveal I'll reveal the contest winner here in just a second, but let's take one last quick drive down memory lane in my first ever Corvette, my 2021 C8 hardtop convertible. Wow, I really do have a lot going on with this new car. Okay, winter, I promise, we're going to save it right to the end, of course. Winter coming up, though, in just a second. Let me talk about the Spec and some of the companies I'm working with that have been so generous to put their products on my car, and I'm so proud to have their products on my car. And those are things, again, I encourage you to do on your car. I don't want to give you information just to give you information and just kind of promote this company. You guys know how I am. Very real, very raw. And that's, you'll never have to guess where I'm coming from because I will always tell you. And I'll tell you right now that working with ACS Composite and PARAGON Performance has been simply wonderful. I'm so proud and so thankful that I'm going to have their products on my car. Thank you to ACS, their generosity. I've got their products being installed right now at the National Corvette Museum. I'm doing the front splitter and the 1VM in carbon flash. And I'm doing the side rocker extension, not the full length of the car, just the side rocker extension and the Z06 style in carbon flash. And I'm doing the big rock guards in carbon flash because of some of the, I'm hoping my schedule permits that I can do the events that I want to do. Having those bigger rock guards is really going to protect the car. So thank you, ACS Composite. If you're looking for accessories for your Corvette, link down below or go to acscomposite.com. Check that out. PARAGON Performance, you guys met Corey when we went down to the National Corvette Museum and drive the Z06 together back in December. Great company. They continue to grow, and I'm so honored to be working with them and have their products on my car. And one of the things I got to put on the car right away from PARAGON are those custom billet bars that say Corvette Conti. Thank you, Corey and the staff at PARAGON. And they have some great custom ones for you guys that say Stingray 70th anniversary. We'll show you that in a future vlog. Those are really cool for those of you that are showing off your engine bay area, even in the hardtop convertible. And yes, I'm going to do that on my car. I will put the clear cover on there and use that for daily driving, shows, and that kind of thing. But tracking events, I'm going to put the factory insulated cover on. So I'm going to go back and forth on that. But excited to show that off with you guys. So thank you, PARAGON, for that. Also, too, going right up front with the grill guards and the side inlet guards. When I put the Blue Attack air filter on, Chuck pulled out the factory filter and I said, is that a leaf in there? I go, how the heck a leaf get in there? I don't really have any trees by my house. He says, where do you think they come in from, dummy? From the side inlet. I'm like, so I'm glad I got those. What else we got? I'm going to do big, I don't want to tell you that yet. I almost gave away what the contest is. I'll go back to that. I'm not really prepared how I wanted to present this to you guys today. I just want to tell you everything that we're doing. I'm sorry, I will come back to that. I don't want to blow it just yet. I got to milk this sucker as much as I can, right? Thanks for watching, though. Seriously, guys. I'm going to put, again, those Corsa blackout. They're more of a blackout, but a heat block behind the exhaust. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Look at your C8 Corvette. Lean down. Look behind the exhaust. You're like, is that silver? And really look at it at night. Be behind your car in somebody else's car and the light's shining on it, and it'll drive you freaking nuts. It's a great heat blocker, but I want that to be blacked out. So that's going on the car, thanks to PARAGON. We're also going to put in the Blue Attack air filter again. We're going to do the blue wide-angle mirrors with that turn signal, and I forget what they call it, but they got this new thing out that's in the front grille, and it coincides with the turn signals. And oh my God, does that thing look cool? Corey, can you send me one of those? Because I'll put it on the car and I'll promote it for you. You can't get anything unless you ask for it, right? Right, so there you go. But those are super cool, man. And actually what I want to do is put some kind of a blue film over that because I want to put blue lighting underneath the car that I didn't get a chance to do in my 21. I am just, I'm like 18 years old all over again. What the heck? And what else are we going to do? Oh, blue engine start button. We're going to do that. And like I need more coffee right now. Wired for sound, having so much fun sharing this with you guys, and having the opportunity is really, really a blast. So now I got to go back and PPF the car, ceramic coat the car. I'm changing out because I'm so particular. I'm getting the Trident Spectra Gray wheels as I did before, and they come with a chromed ring center cap. There's nothing chrome on the outside of the car, so I already sent them down to Shane at the Corvette Museum. I'm going to put in the center caps that are dark gray, but they have the black outside. Just attention to little detail. All right, now I'll tell you some of the other stuff I got to do to the car here in just a second. I've got some custom sill plates that I want to put on the car that I didn't do. I'm also going to do that windshield accessory where you put that blue piece of vinyl in there to accentuate Team Corvette. Yeah, that's going to, I think I'll actually put that on there. I got an extra piece that you guys had sent me. I'll put that on there for Pete that's picking up my 21 going to Corpus Christi next week. That'll be fun. I ordered because I couldn't get them on the car at the time of order because of constraints, but I did order them from Chevrolet, and I got them coming here shortly, the Jake all-weather mats, and I need those because I'm in the car and I use the car, and they've been a godsend to protect that interior. So it's a 3LT hardtop convertible Z51 with magnetic ride. I did have magnetic ride on the previous car. A lot of you guys guessed in the options. You said high wing, mag ride. Tons of people said front lift. A couple people said ceramic brakes. Where the heck are you guys getting that ceramic brakes? There's not ceramic brakes available for Stingray. I wish they were. That's only for Z06, but good guess anyways, but it was wrong. Sorry. It's just, I'm like, and tons of people were saying ceramic brakes. And it's like, I wasn't getting a Z06, guys. So I do have the tension blue interior, just like I have in the 2021. And as you can tell, I do truly love that color. There's no doubt about it. I did the carbon flash roof and nacelles again. So again, once the car's done, you won't know that I got another car. It's going to be the same car. And even Chuck said something to me at one point. He says, you know, you could do all this and order the car, and no one ever know you got another car. But that's part of what I do. I have to bring you into this because this Corvette is a way of life for me. And it's good content, it's good conversation. So heck yeah, I want you to know what's going on and why I did it, because of my tracking endeavors that I needed to go to Z51. And that's really what Z51 was intended for. So I'm getting that car for the right reason, and I'll use it as such. You can count on that. So magnetic ride, I did museum delivery on this car, is something that I didn't do on the 21, but I said that didn't count in the contest because I told you that, but I wanted it to be more eventful. Again, March 14th on a Tuesday, after we do what we're able to do, probably a plant tour, then I'll be out underneath the overhang there in the big circle with a table, passing out some t-shirts and some posters. So join us on Tuesday if you can in Bowling Green, Kentucky, Tuesday the 14th of March. And I did order the battery protection package on the 23. I had it on the 21, but I actually haven't used it because I used the car. The car hasn't sat to the point where she needed to be plugged in, and that's probably a good thing. I did the black exhaust tips. I almost made that part of the contest, but the problem was it wasn't available in 21, so that wasn't really an eligible answer. So I did the black exhaust tips, and again, why I went back to that ring around the center cap to just kind of coincide with everything. So here's the mistake that I made on the car. I'm just really nutty, and as I did in the first video talking about my order spec, and as I'm kind of talking right now in this spec, I'm just particular in everything, and I just have this thing for me, not for everyone, but for me. I wanted the blue mirror caps. Even though you got a black arm, I just think that little blue adds to the exotic look of the car, especially like it does on the yellow, like it does on the Amplify orange. I wanted that. So what I did is I ordered them with the blue mirrors, which means I get the blue spoiler. Man, does that suck that you can't order those separately, because I want the spoiler to be black, to have some definition back there. But so if you order the spoiler black, the mirrors are black. But here's where I screwed up. And thanks to, I forget who it was that said something to me. I think it was my buddy Pete in Michigan or something like that. It's just like, oh my gosh, how did I screw up again? I didn't even think about that. Just like when I went to the track, I could have put those Z51 air ducts on there and kept my brakes cool. Oh no, I had too much going on. I forgot all about it. So I ordered the car, blue spoiler, blue mirrors. I'm going to have, Chuck's got to do a lot of work to the car, add the transmission fluid when I get it back. And I'm going to have him, which I'm reluctant in having him do to a fresh car, because we've talked about it on Tech Tuesday, how you could break the paint when you take off the factory spoiler. You gotta be so careful. So my goal and intention is, and I'm still gonna do it, take that spoiler off and have it painted carbon flash. Well, my buddy Pete said, hey dummy, been using that a lot lately. My mind's been all over the place, sorry. He says, why didn't you just order the spoiler black and then take off the mirror caps and paint those blue? Wouldn't that have been easier? Yes, it would have. So, just whatever. But I want that look. I want that spoiler black, and I want the mirrors blue, and then that's the look I want for this car. So the car's going to look like this. Yeah, I'm excited about that. Okay, so let's open this up and get to, I'm sorry, I milked this and talked way too long today. But again, having the opportunity really is an honor and a thrill for me. Thank you so much to so many of you. The contest is, what option did I get? Because I didn't mention it in that full spec. And two of the options I got from Paragon are going to tie into that option. So what option did I get in my 23 that I didn't get in my 2021? I actually kind of gave the answer away when that guy was asking me if I reordered my car at the beginning of today's show. There it is, FA5. carbon fiber. And coming from Paragon, I've got the overlay right by the door button where you open it up. That's going to be carbon fiber. And underneath your vents across there is going to be the actual carbon fiber. I think that'll be a nice, classy touch. And I'm real excited to have that and share that with you guys on the channel. And there's all kinds of other stuff. After all that laundry list of stuff I gave you, yeah, there's still more stuff that I'm going to do. So let's go to the office. Yeah, look at Ricky there with the Collector's Edition 17 Grand Sport. Let's go to the office, draw the winners, and thank you again for participating. Shockingly, at the time that we did the drawing, I think it was only 9 or 10 people out of almost 700 entries guessed the FA5 carbon fiber option for my 2023. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you again, everybody. Let's go to the office and let you know who won. All right, you guys, I apologize. Let's draw some winners. I'm so excited to have the opportunity to express my heartfelt thanks and my passion for where my career has gone and really where it's going. Man, we are really going to have some fun. I really appreciate your support. And a lot of people that watch this channel, you do watch for the most part in its entirety and listen to everything that we say and we do. And that too means a lot. Thanks for spending time with us today on Coffee with Conti. This is a bag that's coming up in a future viewer mail segment, but we're going to use it right now because there really, like I said, wasn't that many guesses that guessed FA5 carbon fiber interior trim, the option I'm getting on my 23 that I didn't get on my 2021. So let's really shake these up. Position 3 prize pack. Some of the information is up on the screen right now. Again, just another way I want to say thanks for playing along and enjoying this content that we're bringing you right now. I got some really cool plans for new content with the new car coming really, really soon. All right, so number 3 is going to be Ricky Lyles. Ricky, congratulations. I better write this on here. And I'll tell you here in just a moment how you can claim your prize and I can get the stuff out to you guys. Prize 2. This is going to include that beautiful C8R rendered car cover. I'm trying to make up. I'm trying to mix up less than 10 of these. I'm really just trying to make it fair for you guys. And number 2 goes to Jeffrey Kilpatrick. All right, number 2. Congratulations. I appreciate that. Number 1's going to include that really. I got to be honest. Sorry. If that splitter from American Hydrocarbon had a rapid blue lip around it, it wouldn't have been in the prize pack, would have been on my car. But I'm real thankful. I love the kick-ass splitter. I can't wait to show you guys that I'm getting from ACS Composite that will be on the car. But thank you, American Hydrocarbon. And because of their donation, I'm donating $1,000 to St. Jude. It's all going to be good. And someone's really going to like this splitter. It's got Taj and Zora on it. Yeah, how did I miss Zora? Pat said, hey, open that up. There's Zora on the other side. So, oh my gosh, that's freaking cool, man. And some other cool Corvette stuff. All right, so first place is going to go to, oh gosh, here we go. Brian Mann, congratulations, you are first place. All right, let's go back to the park and I'll tell you how to claim these prizes. All right, so congratulations to our winners. If you're one of the people that we drew in the office and won one of those prize packs with your handle and what you entered on last weekend's show, I need you to reply in the comments of today's video your email address. So I know it's you. As soon as I get a hold of you, I'll delete that out of there, but I need to know that it's you. So in the comments down below, just put your email address. I'll reach out to you and we'll work on getting address and get these packages out to you guys. I'm real excited about that. And I don't know how many times I said it today. I can't say it enough. I said thank you, and I mean it. You guys are so important to me. My representation of this car is so important to me. I'm having so much fun. And I guess I get a little emotional as we're getting older and realizing some of the mistakes that we've made in the past, you know what I mean? And I'm trying to make up for lost time. Yeah, personally and professionally. So I really do appreciate the opportunity to be here with you guys and share just a lot of fun that this car brings. And it's not just the car, it's really the people. Because when I meet you guys all across the country, it's a blast talking to you and hearing about your stories and your journeys and your passion for the car. And that is going to continue right here on this channel. Make sure you subscribe, you like, you make some comments down below. What did you think of today's show on some of the different aspects? We talked about the color and the specs and the why and the yes, yeah, okay, yeah, great, thank you. Have a great day, get a refill. We'll see you soon.